Hi, as usual, we're going to we're going to do our thing. We're going to write. We're going to write, and then we're going to advance like we used to. No, actually, faster. There you go. Let me set this properly. And here we have to do this because if not, it pastes the box there. I don't know what's going on, why it's going so bad. This is not good. Oh wow. Oh, so deep into this. Under the tree, darkness doesn't reign. Here, I'm. I. Here's the thing. I have too much written here. This one, in this side, everything is going too fast. On this side, not as much, but on this side, up down, is going very fast. Pam, 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 pam. So now, since we're still like not even halfway through the chapter, we. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going to keep writing. I'm enjoying the process so much. I'm just going to keep at it. Let me make sure that I stretch. You know what they say. I don't. You want to add some type of movement into your life. Let me open this really quickly so the oxygen coming in and out. Just for a couple. Replenish the oxygen in the room. Two more minutes left. Let's do a breathing exercise. We're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, keep it, breathe out another 4 seconds, keep it, and that's called box breathing. So sit down correctly and okay, okay. When we get to to hey, where am I looking at? Okay, let's go with. Did it feel good? That's it. That's it. I'm going to go to the bathroom and I'll come back to make sure that we all set. Okay, we did it. We did it. No, fix it later. Let's get back to it. Now that we've breathed, Hey, YS Books, how you doing? I just saw that you said something. I didn't see it before, but I can't even say when you. Mm, I can't tell when you did it. When you messaged me, why is it not appearing on the thing? Say it's always something. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's there. Oh, you well? Good. Yeah. Did you go live today? And if you did, are you? How was it? Right now, I'm advancing. I'm on. Let's see. You can see this. So I guess somewhere around 2 and 3. I'm merging 2 and 3 right now. We have some bad things happening. Oh, you go live tonight. Nice. How is your story coming along? You just posted a new story on Buy Me Coffee. I haven't made an account yet. I I have to. I have to. That sounds interesting as an idea that they can get it from there and you get paid. That's cool. That would be very helpful actually. I will be making some money at least with storytelling and stuff. That's cool. Oh, and it's free. Okay, then today I'll do that. Today I'll make sure that I create an account. I will make sure I do that. The first that. Now we need to see what's going on in 3 to make sure that this is in place. Let's clean it. The cleaning we take it. This says engagement 100%, delivery 100%. But come on, me just want you to remove the other thing, okay? Now, let me do my part. Control X. Strongest became stronger as they got closer to him followed the stench of blood. It's not important, but I need something to finish giving this thing some shape. So let's see. Oh wow, 2 minutes in. Oh, the rock collector for the next 5 minutes. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it? For 5 minutes, we're going to talk. So, if you want to tell us a little bit about the rock collector and make your own self promotion, that would be awesome. We have 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Or actually, I could check it, but oh, let me read it. Let me read it. Eugene Palmer, a peculiar rock collector, moves to the sleepy town of Hollowbrook. However, soon after he arrives, his unusual behavior and nocturnal habits make him prime suspect in a series of mysterious disappearances in the neighborhood. As an investigation into the missing residents unfolds, the truth about Engine's unsettling collection to the case reveals a chilling revelation on one no one saw coming. Interesting. Nice, nice. Well, I'll go and check it. I'll make sure I check it. Thank you very much for taking the time to tell us about it. That's awesome. That's really nice that you are writing. Make sure this is there. We go. This story that I'm writing myself is a romance fantasy. Let me show you how it's a romance fantasy. This is the romance fantasy horror. So right now we haven't seen horror per se, but we have heard about it, like the smell of blood, the things like that. But we have also been introduced to the fantastical element. But the ones that take more importance is the relationship. Not just that he's in love with Najara, but that he feels like he betrayed Jason. So as we get to learn this, It's not just, oh, how did he betray him? What's the meaning of betrayal? No, it's about how to deal with the guilt from harming someone that you love and care about. So that's what his arc is about. It's not about the action and why did he do the action, but once is because at the end of the day, I think that even though it matters, the why matters, what's more important is what do we do with that emotion? What do we do with the feeling? Or exactly what did we do with the things we did? To say it in a strange way. So his arc is about learning to forgive himself, learning that the the meaning of consequences and things like that. So as you can see in the graph, right now we're in section 1. This is chapter 1. So is the creation of that emotion. Then we'll see how his friends help him deal with that guilt. Then we see how the enemies take advantage of his guilt. And as we advance, we see different aspects of his personality until he decides to do something about his situation. And once he learns what he needs to do, the battle happens that he's encountered with the weight of his decisions. So now that he has done something to harm someone, what does he do to fix it? And what happens when he doesn't fix it? Because at the end of the day, you can you can try to apologize as much as you want. You can try to yes, let's say apologize. So do something to amend your mistake. But at the end of the day, it's on the other person to decide if they forgive you or not. So that's also what this story is about. To how do you handle not being forgiven and the pain that comes from knowing that you hurt someone and that despite that they don't care that you're sorry because they're still hurt. And it's a little bit, it can look like a heavy book, but in reality everything is said through metaphor. That way you can enjoy the fantasy while you learn how to do the things with the non-fantasy. With the you can do things in your life because they are equitable in this story. For example, the exercise part of it, there are things you can do in your real life to improve your physical fitness. The things that they do mentally, everything is what's called this is evidence based. Everything in this book that I'm adding is evidence based. I don't have anything that's like just made up. So I hope you get to learn some coping mechanisms, some some other things like that. I'm going to go to the restroom real quick before I come back and keep writing. We have how much did we write today? Yes, we are on it. We on it. Let's see. We have written down here 600 words. I'm sure we'll write many more now. Let me do this because we have a lot to write. It says that we have almost 2,000 words, but at the end, in reality, we don't have that many. We don't. We definitely don't. We definitely don't. We're here right now. We only have only. It's not only. We have many. 1,000 words. We are in terms of the chapter. 1,000 words in is in section 3. So now we're going to get into the downwards trend. Was the no, 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 no. Yeah, Well, we'll see. We'll see because I think that there are different ways that we can do this. Right now, we have seen where they live. What's this place like? Wow. Yeah. I think we're entering in section 4. We have we were entering into the downwards trend right now. So hold on tight. Okay, we're back and we are ready for the next sprint. 30 minutes starting now. Hope you're all ready for it. Some lower branches. Yeah, these we're going to move quickly through this. I don't want to say, oh, yeah. Just so tiring to write that part. Hey, let me see your name properly. Artography. Nice to see you around. Hey. Don't forget to follow and like. I don't know how that works here. I'm still new at all this of of Twitch. So bear with me. Not crunch, but crunch. One end of the rope to the branch. We are going to enter here. So the dangerous terrain. Okay, what are the dangerous terrains? It's too much to write about. It has to be quick. It has to be quick, simple, and fast. So it cannot be too much talking because at the end of the day we only have 400 words for this. Oh, what does the graph represent? It's the it's the direction the story is taking. So when it goes up, it means that the main means many things for me. It can mean different things for different people, but for me right now, the every time you see an upwards trend means that the main genre is important. The important one is the main genre. When you see a downwards trend, the bigger the downwards trend, uh, it's how which are how lower within the plots or the genres we are talking about. For example, if since this is a romance fantasy horror, it's easier to show with this here. Since this is a romance fantasy horror, in the upwards trend, we go more towards the romance. When we descend, before we get into the horror, we have to pass through the fantasy. That way, we always have every single plot, every single storyline is always relevant. This is to help us keep focus on what story we are telling. It can also mean that when it's going up, good things happen. When it's going down, bad things happen. In a way, that's also what it means because the horror we are treating it as the thing we don't want, and the romance the thing we do. But it doesn't have to be mean that exactly because we have the same thing happening with the internal internal with the personality of the character with their own personal journey. So we start with the important thing of the genre. Thank you very much. Follow, and I'm 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 starting to teach courses about how to use it and apply it in your own storytelling. So you once, if you don't know where you're going with your story, you can just look at the graph and the plot line, because I made it into templates. I'll show you the template. So you can choose, hey, am I telling a romance? Am I telling, this is the template. So here I have, if you see, this is a romance, this would be the main storyline, the first thing that has to happen, what questions I need to be answering. On another sense, this story is also, in terms of plot, this story right now, overall, in the big scheme of things, is a quest. But in the lower scheme of things, is also a rags to riches and overcoming the monster. So this specific book is the overcoming the monster storyline. But overall, the series is a quest. And within each section of the book, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, through 8, it's every time you see an upwards trend, it's a quest, it's written as a quest. And every time you see a downwards trend, it's written as a rags to riches, because that's the the plot that we're going to have in the next book. How did everyone become what they are in this one? So um, the entire series is already existing within the storyline. Everything that happens now is relevant towards the end. I already know what's happening in the fourth and last one. But in case people don't like it, this is written as a romance, as a standalone romance. And overall, the story is a fantasy romance. So that way, there's the englobing storyline. Englobing storyline. I'll look like if that's a word. So that's this is the entire story. Let me show you the book. Book one. This is the entirety of book one. These are the internal journeys, how guilt becomes acceptance, how shame becomes pride, and how fear becomes understanding. That's the my background is in mental health. So I write about mental health and how it affects people and relationships. And this one is about the interactions between. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's is the way emotions change when we interact with people. So we have how good people affect the story, how bad people affect the story, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter uh, if you think about them as good or bad, because people are people, and the story we say about them doesn't mean that much. It only means something to us. What about the book cover? I have no idea about the book cover. I know what I'd like to have in it, because we have the tree of life, the fruit of creation, and the ascension of the monarch dragonfly. So I would like the tree of life to look like a dragonfly, but it's a pine tree. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. But yeah, I haven't thought about the cover yet. Maybe once the book is done, I'll I'll have something more set. But as for now, I don't have an idea. Here we go. We have yes, I was going to show you. This is the entire book. Now I'm just flashing things out, making it sound decent. Not good, because I as good as I can. As good as I can. I'm a great storyteller, but as a writer, I'm learning. Really? Well, the idea would be to have the hey, where did we go? No, yeah, I'm still here. Well, that would be awesome. If you could, mm, let me make sure that I'm following you so we can be in contact. Let me make sure I follow. Okay, yes, I'm following. Perfect, perfect. So, um, it would be to have the the tree of life, like looking like a dragonfly with fruits from it. And under the tree, the main characters, Hakim, Nayar, and Asami. And that, in a way, is already telling you the story that's going to happen, but in another way, it's just represented because even the title, you haven't replied me. No? Okay, then I have to make sure. Let me make sure I do that now. Let's keep it simple. Mm, Instagram. I know I'm supposed to be writing, but this is important. Request. Do I have it in requests? Yes. Is this you? No, I don't have. I don't have you here on Instagram. I I don't have you. That's odd. But well, I'll make sure that I message you here, and that way we are already in contact. Me whisper. What's a whisper? Well, that's me. Now I'll make sure. Now I know that you are here on my contact thing. But yeah, if it's something you could do, that would be awesome. Right now, as you can see, it's everything is very very new, starting right now. But if you like, we could make a live session together or something like that, and create characters and things like that to make a little story. I love collaborating. Let me see your Instagram. Oh, here we go. Yeah, just saw it. There we go. Awesome. I can't believe that we connected like this. I used to think that I'm just doing this for me and no one cares. But this is eye opening. This really is eye opening. Okay. So for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to try to write a little bit. But we have overpassed our minimum for today. So that's more than I could have asked for. And we have connected and everything. Yes, I'm happy. Today today is a day that's worthy. I don't know why this is not like doing what's supposed to. Like the chat is not actualizing, no, updating. That's the word I'm looking for. The chat is not updating. Things are going very slowly, but at least we're doing things. But I want to tell you that you have already motivated me today. Paul did as instructed, wrapping an end of the rope to the branch. The king climbed to the tree, thanks to his swiftly. Hakim climb swiftly. Swiftly is a word. Swiftly. Swift. To the this is what shoots. And that's it. Quickly. Because right now we don't need any more of that. Now we need him to oh, it's where we go there. Now this we're going to make it before. This has to come before that. Why? Because that way. Oh yes, yes, yes. I will. I will. As soon as I'm done here, I'll go take your work. Now that we're in contact, we'll talk more. We'll talk more and better. We'll have better conversations than just right now here while focus writing. But thank you very much for creating this connection, for taking that time. I really appreciate that. So, okay. Okay. Oh, that nice. Now you see, now we can have things happening at the same time. If not as I was doing it before, one thing ends, the next one starts. But if we start the previous section before we finish it, we have a better overlap. It cannot be too overlap, but it has to be um, at least a little bit. Things have to happen at the same time. If not, people get bored. It feels like, and this happened, and that happened. But if we introduce them a bit earlier, it's better. Always. UE. Hakim says it cannot just be up. We need to hurry. We now see. Then view it. Now the what his shoes were meant for. Period. So now that we've already introduced that, we can introduce the light. We don't need to talk about what's it made for or anything like that. We just need this. Him. What do I need him to do? Yes, I need him. I need Hakim to use a device. So if he has to use the device, he needs to pull it out. So we go Jason. Three, 10, 1, himself. Hey, thank you very much for joining this time that you have, and enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't see you, but I'll message you on Instagram, figure out, see what you have been working on and all that stuff. And also YS books. I'll go check your. Oh wait, there's more. Let me make sure I see that. Perfect. View Turbo Online. Okay, I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that. Okay, let me see how much do I have so far. Mm, ooh, almost halfway through. Mhm. Okay, out. How do you say that? Kim pulled out. With an article. At the end of the day, I don't need four. Let me see. I'll show you what I mean. Because this book is around 80,000 words, no? Between 8, that would be 10, whatever. No, I need in between 24. What if it was 25? Yes, let's imagine we need 3,200 words, no? Per chapter. Eh? Really? Between 8, 3,200. What do we need? No. Do we? Let me see. Maybe I've been doing it wrong. 1, 2, 3. Between, yeah, per chapter, 3,200 words per chapter. Yeah, I was doing it right because we have not, not. Okay, since we have done with this and we're really good on time, we have been here for how long? We have been here for 1 hour and 55 minutes. That's perfect because we're going to be here for 2 hours. We play the 5-minute break, and here we are. So thank you very much, Scrony Salami, and don't forget to follow and like and all that because that's really helpful for me. And right now, there are two ways we can write this section we are in. As you can see, this one I didn't even add anything because we had too many words. So right now, let me see. There's something off because see 100 1003. This mm, one, no, that's it. Yeah, one times 8. times 24 times 25. Yep, yeah, 400, 400. That was a perfect calculation. Then it's not that since I'm a debut novelist, we cannot write 100, 200,000 words book. This is my first. So it's going to be somewhere between 7,000 and 70,000 and 80,000. Those 10,000 words are the equivalent of an entire section. So let's see what this says about that. If we were to use instead of 8,000, 7,000, 70,000. 70,000 in 325 to 80. Yeah, 2,800. These per chapter, 350 words. So we have between 300 and 400 words per section. It's easy. That's easy to write, as you can see. Once you have an idea of what you want to say, it goes by quick. In this chapter, up down, I have more words than I definitely need. And left right, I like the story more. So now we start the fight, we start the confrontation. Now he has gotten to the place. Now we need to see the confrontation. We have introduced characters that are not introduced, but they are spoken of. These are not important characters right now, but the fact that we know they exist gives it importance. We have each section represents something different within the overall story. And the upward trend that's romantic doesn't mean that something good or something romantic is happening, but something related to the romantic interest is going on. The downward trends are depending on uh, that due to since it's from his point of view character in terms of the main love interest is a second chance at love. From the perspective of the secondary love interest, because it's a love triangle, it's a forbidden love storyline. So what makes this love forbidden? You'll find out. What makes the second chance at love interesting? We'll see that later. And when we have upward trends, it means that the things that they're doing are closer to the main interest, and then down are further from the main interest. But when they're further from the main interest, they are closer to the secondary love interest. So everything is always related. We don't oversaturate it with storylines, but we create deeper connections with the ones we have. We keep it simple, but deep within its simplicity. And this is the end of the streaming for today. We'll be able to do this again probably tomorrow in the morning. We're going to be doing it from 9 to 11. That's the purpose, 9 to 11. But we might change some things because you know how life is. But the intention is 9 to 11. And thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for the extra motivation in the process of writing. You have me really, really happy. You have made this absolutely worthy in terms of an experience. So I really appreciate yes, I really appreciate you. And if you can leave a comment telling me where you're messaging from or where you're watching from. That would be awesome. I'll think about these things later as well. So let me know what you do, things like that. So during the 5 minutes conversation, we can just talk and hang out. So thank you very much. I'm going to leave now, but I appreciate y'all. Bye bye.